JD in the bag. Myself, Chucky online. I got Mr. H2O.
Wow,
What's going on, my brother? How are you, man?
I'm nice, you know, bro. All smiles, all good so far, so good.
More than all smiles, bro. It's been mad for you, bro.
Yeah,
I can't
crazy.
even lie.
Crazy, bro.
How does life feel right now, bro?
Life is busy. Busy man, you get me? Yeah. Turned into a busy man. I weren't a busy man last year. Yeah. It's just, obviously, bro, I don't really see... I've not took it in.
No, of course.
I've not took it in.
No. I don't think you... Yeah.
It's just
I think it's going to take a little while for you to... Because I was going to actually ask you, yeah, have you managed to find your balance yet? But
yeah.
I don't even think you even know what that is yet.
I'm just here, bro. I just take every day as it comes. Yeah. Ever since I blew up, yeah, it's like, yeah, it's sick. Yeah, it's mad. Like whatever happens, like an achievement, a certain achievement or a certain reward or something, it's like, yeah, it's mad for like 24 hours.
Yeah.
And then when that 24 hours is over, it's like, oh yeah, we've got to do this now, let's go. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm not really took it in. I think one day I'm going to be sat in my mansion with like a couple mil in the bank and I'll go, oh, rah, I've just done this. Do you know what I mean? Like I think that's when it'll hit me, when I've completed the whole thing.
Okay, let me actually ask you this, yeah. What was the point, or have you had that point yet, where you've been like, rah, like, this is actually really happening?
It's like a gradual thing, innit? It's like, obviously you get asked for a picture here and there, and it's like, oh yeah, people notice me, and then as the time goes on, I think I hit 1 million followers the other week, innit? And I was like, rah, that's mad, but I don't feel like I've got like 1 million people know who I am, sort of thing. And then I just started my tour the other day, and this is making me realise that it's kind of a thing, you know what I mean? Because people all over are just getting at me. Even like certain people that come up to me and ask me for a picture, that makes me know. Because it's not just all 13-year-olds.
Yeah.
You get me? It's these 40-something-year-old men coming up to me saying, yo, you're sick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think that's what it is. I think it's just the variation of people that my music connects to.
Do you know what I think is going to really make you, what's really going to hit you as well? I think when you do the London date.
I think, yo, do you know what?
When you do the London date, you're doing, is it Brixton?
Nah, do you know what, bro? We're doing Islington.
Islington?
Yeah, Islington Academy, yeah.
Okay.
And then we're doing Kentish Town.
Kentish Town, that's it, yeah. Because you announced that one first, and then you announced the Kentish Town.
Yeah.
When you do the Kentish Town, that's going to be the time. Remember I said this? That's going to be the time where you really realise, wow. Like, because let me explain something to you, bro, yeah? You see, like, and I talk about this all the time. It's not normal. Like, what's happening is not, this is a new thing. You're a part of something that is massive, that is still relatively new. See venues like that, historically, like, UK artists wasn't really doing them venues and ramming them like that.
Yeah.
And then you had, obviously, the space where it was like UK artists and stuff. I mean, London artists were like starting to get that look and doing them things or whatever. But for Manny, another one to come and then do venues like that, bro.
Yeah. I can't wait. Well, you know what? We weren't supposed to be doing 2 tours. We were supposed to be just doing the little Islington ones and But that first one sold out in like 7 minutes. Yeah. So we had to do another one in it. So that's gonna be crazy. I can't wait for that. I'm excited for the London. You know what? London actually turns up the most, like one of the most out of everywhere I've been.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's mad because sometimes I think London people don't really want to, you know what I'm saying? But then when it comes to that, it's like, wow, yeah, London go in. In when it comes to them things.
It's weird because London used to always be known as the proper stush one.
Yeah.
Like, London used to be like,
but I reckon, I might be wrong, yeah? I reckon it might be a little bit harder for certain London artists to please a London crowd.
Definitely.
Crowd other than man. Do you get what I mean?
Definitely.
I think it's going to be hard for me to please man. It's not going to be hard. Don't worry, I've got him. But they won't cut me no slack. They'll be. You get me?
You got to work for it.
Yeah, definitely.
I think I've clocked it though. I think like what it was is support acts, or support acts now for London crowds are quite tough.
Yeah.
Because they just, people in London, they just want to see. You see, like when you go other places, people come out for the day and to enjoy the whole thing. Yeah. London is kind of like, bring out H, man. I'm not really trying to. You got to come out and really work for it. So if you're a support act, it's different.
Yeah.
But when you're the main guy, it's, you know.
Nah, 100%. No, I got them all anyway. The shows are sick. It's a sick show. You get me?
I want to know, like, because there's so much about you I feel like I probably don't know, yeah. And there's like a big journey into like how this even happens. And I think that like there's always this thing where, you know, sometimes for a lot of people it takes years to become the overnight success. Do you get what I'm saying? Like someone just pops up out of the blue and it literally looks like, oh, rah, man started rapping yesterday. He did a little thing and then like he's out here now. And it doesn't always work like that. I know that like one of the first places I saw you was a Risky Roads freestyle that you did like 3 years ago and stuff like that. Yeah. Talk to me about that. Like, who were the man them in the background? Where were you? And what was happening in your life?
Talking about that cypher in it, the little Manchester thing. Yeah. All right then. Boom. I had a quiff and that. I used to do this with my hair, them times there, long hair and that.
Yeah.
Obviously, so the people in that video, I think the Femo, K-Rico, P1 Caps, Rago Loco, you get me, a Manchester artist, you get what I'm saying, like grime artists, you get what I'm saying. And these times there, the scene weren't dry, the Manchester scene weren't dry, but it wasn't what it is now. Do you know what I mean? It sort of like, it goes up and down, and it really, there was only Bugs there. Bugsy was just out here smashing it. And then everyone in that video was just sort of like, was getting like 6,000 views, 10,000 views, like all of us.
And that was lit.
Yeah,
like,
that was lit,
what,
bro.
10,000, what, you're out here
come on, bro. I got 100k one time and I thought I was on top of the world.
Yeah, of course.
Like, do you know what I mean? Boom, Mic Check Manchester, they're like a company who like, they used to do little shows for all the little starter artists, basically. So I used to go perform there for free and that, you know what I mean? And basically they made a link with Runa from Risky Roads.
Okay.
And then Risky was doing a thing where people from different countries or cities, do a cypher. So they had a Glasgow one, they had another one, and then a Manchester one. So Mic Check got all us involved, went to town, and we filmed it. I don't know certain people there, but most of them, you get me, they're still doing the thing now.
Was you in school at that point?
I might have just left. I'm 19 now, innit?
Oh, okay. So you probably
just left. I think I just left in it. That was just a random one. I remember getting the call up a couple of days before in it, and I was like, yeah, say no more, I'll come. I used to love doing all them things. So we came, everyone shut it down, and then nothing really came with that. To be quite honest, I thought that was going to be like, yo, Risky Roads, Gets is going to watch that, Kano's going to, you know what I mean? And then nothing ever came of it, sort of thing. Everyone was just still grinding and that, you get what I mean? But that overnight thing you said, I don't actually blame anyone for saying that.
Oh, of course not.
Because I can understand where they come from, innit? I don't really get annoyed when people say that, because at the end of the day, you can just go do your research.
Yeah, of course, exactly. But that, like, I don't even think that is, it's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
It's, a lot of the time it comes out of ignorance, innit? Like, sometimes, you know, if you're not aware of someone and then all of a sudden literally everyone's talking about that person, then naturally you think that, rah.
Everyone blows somewhere, innit, at some
point. There's always that tipping point.
Yeah, there's always that tipping point, innit? And mine was just on a mad scale. That Straight Rhymes freestyle, that just went like, it was supposed to go from like 100,000 to 500,000, but it didn't. It went from like 100,000 to 2 million. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Before we even talk about that though, like in school, what was it like for you in school? Like, was you rapping in school? Like, was you? Did people respect you like that in school?
Yeah. I had a couple bars in school still.
But don't lie though. If they didn't respect you in school, just saying that, man.
Ask anyone in the school. Ask St Matthews, man. I done my thing. I think I started spitting. I want to say year 10 in it, but I can't remember having bars in year 10. So it must have been the little break we have from year 10 to going into year 11 in it. So I must have been writing bars in the summer, all sort of like waiting to go into year 11, and then boom, I had bars. Couple tunes was out from the summer holidays. You know what I mean? So I've gone back into school as a rapper, not a rapper, but you know what I mean. I got bars. Yeah, man. Certain girls will come over with their earphones and say, "Oh, H, look what I'm listening to," and it was me. You know what I mean? Like little things like that. Some people didn't rate it. Some people thought, "Right, what you doing?"
Yeah. How was it even getting to a point where people, even in school, was listening to your tunes? Like, what was you doing? How was you giving it to them on CD?
It was. I weren't trying to be an artist. I weren't being an artist. Do you know what it was? Yeah, I got drunk. Boom. I got drunk one time.
How old was you, bro? This is a madness.
About 15, 16.
This is a monstrosity.
Boom, yeah, this how we're living in Manchester. Boom.
Man, so I got drunk.
Man watched Scary Movie. I don't know if you've heard this story before, but I watched Scary Movie, the part where Scream. You seen Scary Movie?
Yeah.
And Scream spits bars in it. It's like a funny thing. Yeah. And basically, me and my boy Webbs, we found that so funny. We just started remixing that. I've never had a bar in my life at this point. Never wrote a bar ever. Okay. Yeah. So boom, Scream's saying whatever. I'm gonna slash you, gas you. So we're like, boom, I'm gonna and just remixing it. Me and my boy in it. And then my boy's turning around and going, rah, your thing's actually hard, innit? Like you're murking, man. We was murking each other.
Yeah.
He must have went home now, and I'm just sat there, just carrying on, just remixing the Scream thing. And then
so was it in your brain, yeah? When you was writing this stuff down, was you actually finding it easy? Like just like this is easy.
It was just like it's just rhyming, innit?
Yeah.
It's just I don't know. Like
see, I think that's like that almost speaks to like when something is a hidden talent that you're not necessarily aware of.
You're not aware of.
Because if it's not your thing, that's not easy. Yeah. You can't just. It's not just rhyming.
But it is what I mean. It's when I never know how to answer that question. Like you sort of just said it for me. Like it just happens, innit? I don't know. I wasn't trying to be this guy. You know what I mean? I feel like I was put on this earth to do this. Yeah. And at that point, I found out, this is what I need to do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then I just carried on writing. Then I must have just got bored of the Scary Movie thing and started finding beats on YouTube and writing to them instead. Do you know what I mean? Rhyming. The flow weren't even on point like that, really. Do you know what I mean? It was just more rhymes, and then I just started picking it up. And I had bars, for about 3 months, bro. And only me and my guy, Webbs, knew about it. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then one day I was drunk, was on the park, and I was just like, yo, everyone stand there, watch this, play that beat. Started spitting, everyone was like, looking at me like, rah, what's happened? Man then was gassed. Man then filmed me and put it on YouTube without telling me.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Whose YouTube channel did that go on?
My guy Reg. I don't know why it's called this.
Is it monetized?
No, you can find it.
No, because what I'm saying is obviously if my man was forward thinking and stuff like that, pull it on there, there's adverts, there's YouTube revenue and stuff like that. You might want to go and claim that little percentage back again.
It's probably not monetized. It's probably not. But my guy just had a YouTube channel just for the sake of probably so he could like. I don't know. You know, like you make a YouTube channel sometimes for.
He obviously probably just thought you were sick. And just did it.
So he's done it. He weren't on a sly one though. It was like on a thing of you're sick. People need to see this, and I didn't want him to put it on. But he was like, well, I don't care. You know what I mean? I'm putting it on. And he put it on and I was semi-pretending to be mad, but I thought, let me just see how it goes though. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Everyone loved it. Obviously, set people didn't. But it is what it is. That's life, innit? Came back in school and I weren't the guy, but everyone
knew you
messed with it. I can't swear, innit?
You can swear.
Yeah, everyone with it. Everyone with it. And then I just carried on and I started making more things, and then people started taking it more and more serious. Like it weren't just like, oh, you still got bars. It was more like, when you dropping your next one?
Yeah.
And then it just builds and builds and builds, and then eventually I was sort of like the guy in Manchester, excluding Bugsy. Bugsy's always, you get me? Bugsy was there from earlier. You get what I mean? Bugsy Bus. Yeah. And then I was just still there. Bugsy didn't even know who I was at one point. And then Man was semi the guy in the little underground thing.
Well, let me ask you this, yeah? What, because I feel like this isn't spoken about a lot, actually, yeah? You went onto YouTube and, like, you found beats and that, yeah?
Yeah.
I remember, like, some years back I was alerted to type beats. And obviously, for some people who don't know what type beats are, they're basically, like, producers who make a beat that they think a certain artist might like or whatever. Or they might try to replicate a certain sound or something like that. See the beats that you were going for, yeah? Was you doing was you going for type beats, and also what type of beats were you going for at that time?
Right, so boom, I started writing, to a guy called Pesmo. A guy called Pesmo who made the Straight Rhymes beat.
Okay.
These times I don't know Pesmo, yeah? Didn't know where he was from or anything. But Pesmo always used to have these sick grime beats. Not like grime, not like you man's grime, not like old school grime. Like, I know this sounds so stupid, like dubsteppy type, you know, like wham, 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 wham.
Yeah.
I know it sounds daft, yeah.
It doesn't.
White boy grime.
Okay.
You know when you hear like stereotypical white man spit on the grime.
Yeah.
And it's like that was man.
It makes sense because obviously you had at a certain period of time, obviously grime was sounding a certain type of way.
Yeah.
And it always has sounded a certain type of way. But there was a point, a period where it was like things were changing a little bit,
Yeah,
and producers was experimenting with certain. And
JDZ
dubstep was
Media,
massive. Yeah.
JDZ Media is such a sick example of that little period. Yeah, people from Knots and Brum and Manor, they were just spitting on like them type of beats, like just dubsteppy type of grime in it. And Pesmo, in my eyes, was the coldest at that. So I just kept, after I found Pesmo on YouTube, I just kept typing Pesmo, using all his beats. I did use some type beats though. These times I never rapped it all, it was just grime.
Okay.
So it was just like the bait, Skepta type beat, JME type beat, Gets type beat, you know what I mean? And then, boom, I'm sat in the car one day with a Manchester artist called Fumes, yeah? And I'm sat in the car with him, went to go link him and that, just to link up for this, you get me, just to make friends and that, you get me, do a quick freestyle and that. Boom. So it was like, what you saying? And he spit some bars in the car, so I was like, yeah, I put this beat on, it's called Pesmo, da. And the guy who was driving the car turned around and went, I'm Pesmo.
No way.
Yeah, on my life.
Swear down.
On my life, ask Pesmo, I swear to God, yeah.
Wait, don't skip past that. What, talk to me about the conversation that happened at that point.
Boom.
When he said,
man's saying to me, Fumes is saying to me, yo, spit some bars. So obviously he's got the aux lead, do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So I've gone, he played this beat, Pesmo, Wonderland I think it was called. And then my man's turned around and gone, yo, I'm Pesmo. And I've gone, swear down. And then I'm gassed, I'm thinking, yo, that's Pesmo. Do you know what I mean? Like, my man makes all these sick beats. His beats used to have like 80,000 views. That was sick. You get what I mean? So I was like, yo, this guy's cold, I've just met Pesmo. We done a little.
Did you connect like?
Yeah, straight away. We were just sweet. And then I done it on my own actually. My bad. I done a freestyle video that day to a Pesmo beat while he was showing me beats that aren't out yet, and I was like, rah, these are exclusive Pesmo beats. You know, just getting gas, bro, over the moon about it. Boom, done a freestyle on Sammy's channel. My guy Sammy, who also filmed Straight Rhymes.
Okay.
And Wait and that, but at the time, he had a channel in Manchester in it, so that JDZ P110 was Brum, whatever, SBTV London, and Sammy was actually Manchester, like the only Manchester channel, and One Way TV, Shaz as well. But yeah, so I done a freestyle on there, and then from that point on, obviously, I just kept connected with Pesmo in it, and we just made little vibes every now and again. I've got like a grime tune with him out that came out before I blew up. Like a couple good tunes. I've actually got an EP out before this one, before H2O.
Oh yeah, isn't that called
On Your Marks?
On Your Marks,
yeah.
That came out 2017, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. A lot of them are Pesmo beats.
Okay.
Yeah. And to be truthful, ever since Straight Rhymes, me and Pesmo haven't actually made a tune.
Really?
Not one song.
That's mad.
We are gonna though, obviously, but like.
You still chat a lot.
Yeah, that's my guy. My biggest songs have always been with Pesmo.
Yeah.
I had a grime tune called Spray That.
Yeah.
That was my biggest song at one point, and then my next biggest song after that was Straight Rhymes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I think it's like you can't rush vibes.
Yeah, 100.
Do you get what I'm saying? And I think sometimes some people do that. I understand it actually. I understand that like you can find yourself in a situation where you've made some bangers. Yeah. Forget the bangers actually.
Yeah.
Just even in the studio, it's just being a vibe together.
Yeah,
whatever it may be.
100.
There's been a certain connection, yeah. But sometimes things change for a period of time, whatever that may be. But you can't rush back of like, okay, cool, we've done this, let's do it again.
Yeah. Because it never happened. When you plan to do it again, it doesn't happen. I always say like, when I have little dry periods when I'm not really in the studio for a couple of weeks and that.
Yeah.
And I go back and I think, yo, right, come, let's go make a number one now. You're not going to make a number one if you think like that. You just need to go and just let yourself loose in it and see what happens. But yeah, that's how I met Pesmo. That was a mad link. That was just crazy. He just turned around and said, yeah, that's me, I'm Pesmo.
When like people started to know you, yeah, in your ends and that, like, how did it affect your character being a young guy and not necessarily even looking for it though? Do you get what I'm saying? It's like, I think that people like see from the outside, especially if you're not an artist and that, yeah, but you always had it's not your calling, but it's always been your desire. You like the idea of being an artist, but it's just never going to be your thing. And one of the ideas of being an artist is people stopping you, taking pictures, or not even that, like just that everyone knowing you. Yeah. At that point, I'm assuming it was kind of lit, but how weird was it though for you being young and people just like, are you my man? From...
Yeah. It was I think at that point I was gassed. Like I was gassed about it and that, and I was like, I liked it, but I didn't really get too much attention. It was like certain places, and obviously you're young. I was popping. Obviously, man only had a pedal bike in it, so I was only in my ends anyway. You get what I mean? I might have gone to the city centre 1 or 2 times, and got recognised those times. But realistically, it was just in the ends. And from when I was getting 10,000 views, it was only the ends that knew me anyway. Do you get what I mean? So like, it was sick and that. But no one actually from the ends who knew me already asked for a picture anyway. Yeah. Do you get what I mean? It was more like, there's a... I've always been...
Because you're from the ends.
Yeah, you get me.
You're from the ends, so it's like, it's different. It's like, it's sick to see, because you're kind of like, oh, that's my man from that block or whatever. And but it's not...
Everyone was supporting in that. And don't get it twisted, like, obviously, I did, like you say, take a couple pictures and that, and whatnot. But then, I actually, like, when I blew, when I really blew...
Yeah.
I went about like that anyway. I went about on the ends and that. I actually had a job.
Okay. Blood. I'm so happy that you said that.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah.
So, see the job thing, yeah? Was this job thing more about like, cool, boy, I'm doing this music thing, but right now, obviously, studio needs to get paid for. I need to print up stuff, all of these type of things. Yeah. Was that the attitude that you was having, or was it more just your parents on the thing of like, yeah, you could do music and that, but you can't be a like,
you can't be a bum.
Yeah, you can't be a bum. Like you have to do something with your life.
It was time to leave school. I didn't have no GCSEs. I got 3 GCSEs. I got English, I got sport, and I got performing arts in it.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was something to do with one of them 3 to do in it basically. So I went college and done sport. I didn't want to do performing arts. Deep down, I wanted to do performing arts, but I knew I would have got flung in a college class with like just girls, which isn't necessarily a bad thing.
I mean, but
you get me. But that's how I was feeling at the time. And I'm just gonna be there with no man them. You get me, just girls. Obviously English. I'm not gonna go college and do English because that's just not what I'm on. Let's do sport. Let's play football all year. Basically, that was my mindset.
Yeah.
And then I ended up dropping out, bro. It weren't for me. It just weren't for me. I just thought I don't want to be a personal trainer, and that's the only thing that's appealing to me. So I left college. I was sat on my ass for a bit, and then I was saying, "Yo, I'm just gonna blow. I'm just gonna blow. I know I'm gonna blow. Don't worry."
You could feel it.
Yeah, and then my mum was like, "I'm not saying you're not, but
yeah,
you're just here. Do you know what I mean? I ain't giving you no money for your petrol no more. You get what I mean?" And my dad was like,
"For your petrol?"
Yeah.
So what you're saying? You was whipping excursion it like in the ends and that you just had the whip?
After school, college times, I had the whip.
I hated people like you, man.
Yeah, I had the
college
whip.
And that with a whip.
I had the whip.
Obviously, that was not a bus and a walk thing every day.
Not at the start of college though. I used to run and catch the bus.
Okay.
For a good year. No, for a good half a year.
You was the you that used to like drive everyone McDonald's and that, innit?
No, just the man them.
Everyone was you had the car.
But everyone used to ask though. But that's so true. That's so true. Yeah. And then mum was saying, "Yeah, you're gonna blow, yeah, but I'm not putting petrol in your car, so I don't know how you're getting to the studio." And my dad was like, "Listen, you need a job."
Yeah.
Not anti-music, but like a thing of like, well.
Show it if that's what you want to do.
If that's what you're gonna blow then. You get me. You need some peas. You get me, basically. And I don't blame him. And so boom, I had to go on a building site with my granddad.
Okay.
Fam, big up granddad, yeah, but
it's
I'm
hard,
not on it. I'm not on it. And what was so annoying, yeah, I was working right in the middle of town, and my music career was just getting better and better. So I'm walking down Deansgate, yeah, with her eye-vis on, boots and that, bro. Everyone beeping at me and that. And
with plaster on you.
Yeah, this is like the worst predicament ever. The music's going this way, but I'm still working. Like, I need money. Do you get what I mean? I ain't got no peas. I'm skint, bro.
But that's real, though.
Nah, it's real.
It's real, and I think it's important, yeah.
And it's good to look back at now.
100%. I think that's important to have them conversations, though, because sometimes some people can be misguided in the fact that, like, you could just be in your house. Yeah. You can.
Yeah.
You can just be in your house and things just happen, yeah? But sometimes things need to be paid for,
And you know what I think as well, yeah? Sorry to cut you like that, yeah, but you see God, yeah? God works in very mad ways, bro. And I maybe, I'm not saying this is a truth, yeah, but maybe if I just sat on my ass and didn't get that job, maybe I wouldn't have blown now.
Yeah, of course.
Maybe God just said, listen, just go put some work in there.
Yeah.
and we'll sort you out. I think like that. That's how I feel.
It's
bro.
like an obstacle that was put in front of you
on purpose
to see are you gonna jump over it?
Yeah.
Because, and a lot of people don't.
You think you're gonna blow, but are you gonna work? Are you gonna work for it though? You get what I mean?
Do you know what? Yeah, I feel like. Do you know how much times I'm having conversations with people about put in the work in?
Yeah.
You can't just be in your house and just think that one day you're going to look out of the window and everyone's going to be cheering your name.
Yeah, 100%.
Like,
100%.
there becomes why do you think, that there's a bunch of people out there that's super talented, bro?
Yeah, a million.
They're super, super talented, but they ain't got no work rate. They don't want to do nothing. And then you get people who are not as good.
Yeah.
But
and especially in this, bro, there's different types of work. Like, man think they're working hard because they're trying to write a bar every day. Sometimes it's not always that. You get me? Like, you can ask Adex out there, my manager, G. But when we was trying to get out there, G, we were spending weeks in London, just trying to be a familiar face.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Just like come in London in the broke down whip breaking down and everything, and man was just like, yeah, I'm H, just not like semi-doing people's head in, you know what I mean? Just say that I'm here, innit? Like, I'm in your face. And just little things like that. You just got to do little things, man.
I don't even call it working hard, bro. I just call it working smart. I feel like doing that, I feel like it's exactly that.
No,
why was, like, London such a thing, though, for you? Like, I know that, like, a lot of guys or musicians from outside kind of got to a point in their life where they were just like, you know what, forget this trying to do this London thing. I'm just going to just do what is here, and then whatever happens from that happens.
I think I'm very good at showing that I'm not from London. Do you get what I mean? I think I'm a good representation of
showing it. Oh, of course,
showing that I'm not from London.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's not that we was trying to do the London thing, but we was trying to get London money.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? That's the difference.
Yeah.
And obviously, I'm not saying there's no money in Manchester, but we're talking music money. Nothing's there at all. Nothing at all. So like, except for us, man. Now, do you get what I mean? As in Northern Quarters, not me personally. As in gang, you get me, management team and that. You get me there, but they're out here trying to bust people. Because I didn't want to walk down the street anymore in my high vis and people noticing me in it. Man was walking with plasterboards covering my face and that, so no one could see me. So we just needed to go up there and basically straight up we need a record deal because I need to not work. I need to do music in it. Yeah. And it happened in it, and we
just like that though. Like so because before you remember like you had your record deal came after the viral stuff and all of that.
Oh
right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, all right. So I want to get into that before you even go into the deal. So the viral thing happens now, and all of a sudden now everyone's talking about you. Things are very different. I feel like there's not enough conversation about people that have viral moments and can actually turn it into making hit records. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
Because that's essentially what you did. Like, sometimes viral moments just come by accident and that. But then after that, after all of the eyes are on you, then you've got to do something with it. And you managed to do that. Yeah. Was there any method to your madness? Like, was you kind of like, I'm going to find a way to either try to be viral or I'm going to do something to make loads of people get onto me and like me or whatever. Do all of these freestyles and then I'm going to start hitting them with the other bits.
There was a method to the madness, but we didn't expect the madness to be that mad. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, Straight Rhymes was meant to be a freestyle to promote my next single, which never came out because Straight Rhymes done the job and more. This single was called Waver. Obviously, I was releasing on GRM, P110, I wanted to start my own channel because we felt like I could be one of them artists that stands on his own 2 feet in it and don't have to rely on other certain platforms and that. No disrespect to any other platform, by the way. And I still fuck with all of them. But you get what I'm saying, innit? I just wanted to build my thing in it. I wanted to see where my fans are, not GRM's fans or not Link Up's fans or not. You get what I mean? So yeah, we started my channel and then said, right.
I respect you on that, by the way.
Respect.
I think that's really important.
Yeah.
I think like a lot of people are dropping videos on all of these different channels and stuff and getting decent numbers, but they don't have a good gauge of who actually really is checking.
And you know what, bro? And it's scary for set man as well because they get so many views on these channels, yeah. And then you think, right, it's time to go on my own channel now, and they get half of that, and you think, where's all my fans gone? But they weren't actually there.
Anyway.
You get what I mean? It was that's just the buzz of them channels, of them platforms.
Yeah.
So we just wanted to see where my fans are at in it, and I knew that I wasn't gonna get as many views as I was getting. So we said, right, what we're gonna do? Boom, we'll put this freestyle out just for the sake of saying, yeah, there's something on this channel. Subscribe to it. We'll get so many subscribers, and then we'll drop the single. That was the plan. So boom, YouTube channel got made. I went and recorded it at YJ, is my guy. And then, boom, next day, phone Sammy, yo, I've got a freestyle. Are you free today? Yeah, I'm free. Safe. Come link me. I'm on the estate. He came and linked me. Boom. I just said, let's go. He said, what we doing? I said, nah, just one take in it. But he thought, I think he thought it was like, you know, like the proper freestyles. Yeah, play a beat on the speaker.
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, what we'll do is, I still want it to be a music video. I want you to edit the track into the video, but let's just do one take. Let's just vibe in it.
Yeah.
Safe. Part the whip up, as if there was nice whips. It was a Polo, a Golf. And
but that's what makes it organic.
Yeah.
You know, just hiring whips and that.
Yeah, part the whip up. So then we just posted. Man, them saying, "Wow, what you saying? What do you want? Like, what are you doing? Are we chilling?" I said, "Nah, yo, do your thing, whatever. Just stand there. Let's go." Boom. I don't know why I wanted to do that. I just felt like that was the vibe. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Boom. Done what I had to do. We done the video in 2 takes, literally. I said, just pick which one you think looks best, innit? So there's probably another version of Straight Rhymes somewhere floating about. Boom, he done it, edited it. Like, I said, when's it going to be done? He said, next week. I was like, yeah, say no more. Boom, he messaged me the same night. Yo, it's done this. I've just done it rapid.
Yeah.
Sent it me. So I was like, oh, sick. Rah. Fuck it, let's drop it tomorrow.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? Boom, put the preview out that night. The day we filmed it, we put the preview out. Straight Rhymes out tomorrow on my channel. Jike from GRM. You know Jike? You know Jike? Yeah, madman. Jike.
Big up Jike.
Yeah, big up Jike. He messaged us messaged Adex on the gram. Yo, this video looks sick. Can we have it? Can we put it on GRM?
Okay.
No. But then he said, all right, cool. Send me the clip though. And it came out and they shared it on the Instagram. So I've got the utmost respect and love for that. You get me?
100%.
The fact that man said, can we have the video? Bearing in mind these times, I'm no one. Yeah. Like, man don't care, but I ain't got no leverage. You get me? Man
they
don't care.
They could have thrown their toys out the pram and said, who's this brother?
Yeah, you get what I'm saying?
Man, no.
The video was just doing okay. Just like average from what I was doing.
Yeah.
And then they shared it. And then my phone just went about 3 hours after, I'm Just Bait shared it. And they were just like, oh, what's going on? Like nothing. My man's phone broke. I keep swearing because I'm getting gas.
It's fine, it's fine.
There's thing on the iPhone when it overheats, it tells you. I've never seen it in my life, Only Adex has seen that. You get what I'm saying? And it just went crazy from there.
Explain this to me, yeah. What is it like when... See on this right here, I take my phone out right now, I can just reach a certain amount of people and I'm just accessible to just pretty much everyone anyway.
Mm-hmm.
People can just like message me and do all that stuff. So I go into my social media and stuff like that. And you know what? Likes and a couple things going on, whatever, a couple DMs or whatnot. What was it like, when you opened up your phone, like this thing here, and so much people was interacting? Like, what did that feel like?
On my life, I remember I was sat. Imagine Straight Rhymes now, like the location and that.
Yeah.
Man was sat in that house, like in the video, innit? My guy lives over there, Warner. Yeah. Man was sat in Warner's house, just chilling. Obviously, GRM and that shared it. And then I just refreshed my thing, and it just went. It just doing that. I swear to God, bro, it was doing that for about 3 days, bro.
Crazy.
I thought, yo, what do I do? You get what I mean? So I just turned all my notifications off, and they've been off since.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, they've been off since. But like, yeah, man, that was just crazy. I think I was on 8,000 followers in it. And then he ended up getting like 15,000. I was like, right.
Because I remember when I followed you, you was on about, I think you must have been about 17K, 18K.
Yeah.
And then like, I checked it one other time and then there was like a quick 100.
Yeah.
And I checked it again and there was like a young 1 mil. Yeah. I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah, it's mad, crazy. Bro. I don't know. I like to think I'm good at Instagram. You know them ones?
I think you're good at what you do and people are really like.
Yeah.
And you're there's something there's something new and fresh about what it is that you do.
Yeah,
do you get what I'm saying? And that's kind of what gravitates people to you. Did you like after that point? Yeah, did you have a plan? Like, do you say, because you said like you come to London and stuff, kind of looking for a record deal? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's surprising in this day and age from someone like of your age. Yeah. The reason why I say that is because obviously at one point everybody wanted a record deal, and then it got to a point where it was cool to not have a record deal and all of these things and whatnot. I understand both sides or whatever, but like for somebody your age who's like really been in that thing of being cool to not necessarily have a record deal. Even though people still celebrate, even when people said or acted as though it wasn't cool to have a record deal, people still celebrated it like crazy when someone had a record deal or when they got one. So like, what was your thought process at that time?
It was getting mad at that point because they had so much popularity and still no money in it. Yeah. And I was like, how do you get paid? I don't know how you get paid. How do you get paid for music? That obviously I know now, but them times I was like, how do I get paid? Like, where's my money? Right, I've just got a million views on my video. Like, right, where's my money? Do you know what I mean? Didn't have one clue about nothing, bro. I need literally some time off everything and just wrap my head around this and it. I need a big bag now. Not a big bag, but I need like a nice little chunk of money so I can sit down for a second and just think about this. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear that.
And yeah, man. Obviously, we had.
Did you pitch? Did you go like to loads of different labels?
No, we ended after Straight Rhymes. We just got a phone call of everyone.
Oh, you got a phone call from it. Oh, okay. So you just took meetings and stuff.
Yeah, we just took meetings. We weren't out there pitching the first time. We were sort of like out there just doing like radio sets and just being involved in little things in it. We weren't going to no labels saying hi. You know what I mean? Yeah. But then this time around we done Straight Rhymes, and then everything's just flipped over. Everyone's like, oh, you're sick. But then we had a meetings with a couple people, and then we were showing them certain songs, and it was like, yeah, you get about 10 grand for that. Yeah, about whatever.
Light change.
And I was like, obviously I was still gassed. I've never seen a grand at this point, never mind 10.
Of course.
But I was thinking, oh, really? Right, I thought I was going to get well more. You know what I mean?
Who did anyone teach you how? Because you was talking about like not knowing how to like get paid for money and paid for music and stuff like that. Did anyone teach you how to get paid? And also, did somebody show you a gauge? So like when you went and you was talking to these labels, because remember you just said, like man's telling you 10 grand and that, but you felt like, right, I'd get a bit more. Yeah. Did anyone explain to you the gauge? Like, yeah, 10 grand sounds good, but yo, their checkbook is like 100 bags. Yeah.
I don't know. I think, and I don't want to say this. This isn't directed at anyone in particular, and I don't want people to think that I think any way about them, because this is just a game, innit? But people don't care about you until you're at a certain level, innit? Like I said, people was offering me whatever 5 grand, 10 grand, and then I was coming back 2 weeks after, and it was a completely different story. You know what I mean? Man was offering me this much and that much, or like whatever, man was offering me this much, and then the boss came in, and then the boss offered me this much, while my man was still there, he just offered me 10. Do you know what I mean? So it was like, so I'm literally sat there thinking, what is this game? You get me? Game's mad. Back to my point, I need some dough, yeah? Because this is baffling my head, basically. And then obviously, I can't lie, we had a meeting with any label you can think of, every label. Found the right one. You get me?
Shout out to Glyn.
Yeah, Glyn and Ricky. Yeah, since 93.
Guys, man.
Yeah, 100 proper guys.
With their label and stuff like that, which you're signed to and whatnot. Yeah. How was that conversation going into, a company like that?
So I liked everyone I met, not just from Since 93. All these labels, like, I didn't have a problem with anyone. I was like,
Since 93 is the label, by the way.
Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, safe for everyone. So then I'm looking at my manager now thinking, yeah, everyone's a nice person. What? Who do I pick? You know what I'm saying? And then it come to Since 93 now, yeah? And then I was on the train to go Lincoln. Yeah. On the train to London. And this Instagram account followed me. Something like H, Since 93, da-da-da-da-da. So I thought, right, this is weird. Like, what's going on? So I clicked on it. And they made me a PowerPoint, like they made me an Instagram page of like a pitch.
sick.
Do you get what I mean?
That's sick.
Like a thing. So like I
What
follow.
was on
It was just like little thing. Click the link here. Clicked it, and it said like we're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. It was good. It was set out good in it. Like they put some work in it.
Yeah.
I was like, right, no one else has done that.
Yeah.
Let's go link him. So I was on the train to go link him. Went and linked him. So they was like, right, so we've made you an Instagram account. So I was like, oh yeah, I know, just seen it on the chain. Boom, talk through it with me and that. Yeah, we can do this, we can do that. Boom, 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 boom. What you saying? And then after we left, I was just saying to Adex, like, yeah, I like them. The good people's them, like that. I've got a little soft spot there for them, man. And then from that, like, it was kind of a no-brainer who to go with at the time and that. So man, just they're the guys, man. And I was saying,
what did you ring up Granddad and say, yo, Granddad?
Oh
sorry,
yeah, nah, like, yeah.
It's not happening now, Granddad. Got the bag now. Got the bag. In fact, Granddad, here's a little something for you. You know what I mean?
Nah, just do you know what? It was, obviously it was happy, but I don't know. Obviously, I said that. I said like, yeah, I don't need to work anymore. Yeah. Don't know whether he fully believed it or not. Yeah. I don't know whether he thought, all right. They did not expect that from me. Especially, no one in my family expected me to come out and do this. Yeah. Do you get what I mean? So it's like, right, really? And even a couple of months after the deal, and that, like Nana and Granddad was like, still like, are you still doing your music? And I was like, I do this. You get what I mean? Like this is me forever. Yeah. But yeah,
take them to a show.
Nah, I'm gonna
take them to a show. Make them. Was you? This is a random question. Yeah. Was you at Dave's show?
Yeah, in Manchester.
Oh right. So yes, I'm glad that you said this. Yeah. So boom, I was there, yeah, and you was on the balcony, yeah?
I was, yeah.
Okay, this was the part where I realised, yeah, something very serious was really happening.
Yeah.
So like, just to paint the picture, yeah, we're at a venue, Manchester, whatever. Dave's on the stage, but the balcony is at the back, yeah? So the crowd essentially is... The crowd's facing us and we're behind the crowd, yeah?
Yeah.
Right. After Dave's finished doing his thing, killed it, whatever, the crowd then turns around to leave the building, yeah?
And then turn around facing us, innit?
Yeah, so they're facing us, yeah? So these times, like, obviously, I'm doing a podcast, so I'm thinking I'm kind of lit now, you know what I mean? One or two people know me. The things turn around, I'm hearing, like, bare noise and commotion. So a part of me was like, rah, well, everyone's watching my thing like that, yeah. But then, when I looked, yeah, like, people, it was weird because it was like, it was, the feeling was like, it was like a big, like some big... it's hard to explain it, yeah. And when I've looked at it, I've seen people like literally cheering at you like it was a football game, bro. And I'm like, no way.
It's mad, bro. Like literally everyone in the whole room in it just went crazy.
Yeah.
Just went crazy. And I was swear to God, I was last in that building.
Yeah.
Couldn't get out of the building. I don't know about Dave. Dave might have still been about actually.
Yeah, he was backstage. He was chilling.
But I couldn't get out of the building. I had to wait there for at least an hour.
Like, who taught you how to make records though? Because like, we need to discuss this because this is not necessarily a simple thing. It's not like, okay, yeah, boom, like you've had a project before, whatever. You've had a viral moment and stuff. Everyone's paying attention to you and that, yeah. But like, it's not a coincidence that after that, you've been able to make records, bro. That people vibes to. It's like that. It doesn't just happen. Was that by design? Did someone teach you that? Like, did you just a vibe?
I still feel like I'm not the best at making records, as in like, no, that's a lie. I think I'm the best actually, but I know that I can make better records in it. Like bars is bars in it. Yeah, my man could spit for days in it, but like I say, when it comes to making a record, it's different.
It's different. It's the chorus. It's like the bridge bit between.
I don't know, bro. I genuinely don't have an answer for that one, bro. It just happens, bro. And I never like. I've not got a tune on the system really that I'm not gonna use. I never actually like finish a tune unless I think it's sick anyway. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So like I don't know, bro. It's a weird one that like I genuinely can't answer it. I just go in the studio and whatever happens.
You're at a point in your life, yeah, where like you know what people around you all want to hear as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? 100. I think it's mad when you get like people, especially like older bucks, yeah, that come and constantly telling young bucks, "No, do it like this or do it like that or say it like this or say it like that." It's like, yo, you like
Nah, that's
it's
air.
not for you,
That's
bro.
air. And
like,
you know,
you have
do
to
you know
leave people to.
You know what it is, yeah? I think I always give it this analogy, yeah. See how like man could have a job, yeah. So what, bricklaying, yeah, for example, yeah. There's one way to lay a brick in it. You can't lay a brick 7 different ways. You get what I mean? You got one job to do it. If you don't do it that way, you're gonna get it wrong in it.
Yeah.
It's not the case in this game. You get what I mean? You can go grab the Rolls Royce and the Bentley and the bling bling and put it all in the back of the video and hope you blow. Or you can go put a Polo and a Golf in the back of your video. Like man, and you can blow.
Of course.
Or you can do it that way. Or you can do it like Stormzy did it. Or you can do it like Bugsy did it. Or you can do it like my man did it.
There's no proper blueprint.
There's no blueprint, bro. So like, you're very right, bro. When man come and say, nah, you need to do this. No, you don't. You don't need to do nothing. And I always think that, and I'm not saying don't take anyone's advice. You definitely need to take advice. But there's only so much advice you can take without it like relating to you, innit? I can say to someone, yes, bro, yo, if you want to blow, yeah, because I've done it this way, spit about the opposite thing everyone else is spitting about, as in when I not used to, I'll still do it, but you know when I not send for, but like, you know when I have a little go at the trap man or the drill man for wearing a ballet or something, how I do, yeah. So
little indirect.
Little with no harm intended.
Subliminal. Testing a man's temperature.
Yeah, testing a man's temperature. But like, so I could go say to a man, yeah, go and spit about the opposite of everyone else. Be yourself. Don't be whatever. And it'll work. Yeah, safe. But it might not work it worked for me. It might not work for my man. But then, whoever, I don't know. I don't even want to name names. This person could say, yo, G, yeah, put my chain on. Hold this ring. Hold this watch. Let me go get you some drip. Trust me, you're gonna be the littest guy in the city. It might not work for my man, G. You get what I mean? Like, there's not no one way to do this. So I don't think you can take advice too much, unless it's like general advice. Work hard, safe, standard.
Of course.
Do you know what I mean? But like, you can't tell a man how to boss, or you can't tell a man how to play this game.
And all it is just that, like, as well, when there's like a demographic of people that are doing something and really shining, it's hard for anyone to be an outsider essentially and tell that person that is in that demographic how they should move in that demographic. It's mad because I remember being mad young, and the older buck was telling me, "Oh, nah, but you got." But I don't. No, you don't know what it's like to be.
Yeah, man.
Do you get me?
Man don't tell big man how to raise the kids. Do you get me, bro?
Exactly.
So. And I'm not saying this for me personally. I'm saying like young
we're
MCs.
Never saying that advice is bad, of course. Like obviously, I guess it just depends on where it comes from.
And at the end of the day, fam, to strip it all down completely, everyone's entitled to an opinion, and you can say it both ways. No one's opinion matters, or everyone's opinion. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't care which one you want to say, but like, it is what it is, isn't it?
Talking of like opinions. Obviously, you've got like a small demographic of people, or a percentage, shall I say, of people that like look at you. They look at your like poster campaign, all of these things, and see the success that you've had, and only contribute that solely down to the fact that you're white. Like, how did that make you feel when people started talking about it?
You know what? I regret putting it on Instagram because I feel like everyone thought I was mad about it.
Yeah,
I weren't mad.
Yeah.
I found it funny. It's just like ignorant.
Yeah.
I think that's ignorant, but it is what it is, isn't it? And in a way, I definitely don't agree with it. I understand where man are coming from, innit? Do you get what I mean? Safe. But fam, where's any other white rapper, bro?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? If I blew because I'm white, show me the next man that blew because he's white. You can't find him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't find him.
All you can do, there's a couple of things, is continue to do what you do, because essentially the music is always going to speak for itself.
100.
But also on top of that, just in this game anyway, just in this game and just on a live one, you have to be good in here.
Yeah, 100.
Because when you're good in here, and really good in here, people are always going to have bare things to say. Do you get what I'm saying? But it's really like, how do you feel about yourself? Do you get me? Like, if you don't feel that good about yourself, then when you hear people say about stuff like that, then you might put the brake on a little bit, or it might distract you a little bit.
And also, if you know what I go on, like you say, if you know what I go on yourself, and why you gotta watch anyone else? I didn't blow because I'm white, bro. You know what I mean? I don't care what any other man says. Yeah. And like, I was gonna say something else. It came out of my head, but like, you can't blame it on one thing. You can't just say because he's sick at spitting bars either. Like, it's just a whole it's a whole thing in it. Like, and also, yeah, furthermore, you can't be like a half decent white rapper.
Yeah.
Because you're not gonna pop in it. You get what I mean? So I must have a couple alright bars to be where I am.
Yeah, of course.
Do you get what I'm saying? I feel like I don't want to say it's harder, because when white rappers semi get more attention on the first glimpse in it, it's like, right, my man spitting is white.
Yeah.
And then it's a test of, is he good or not?
Of course.
Do you know what I mean? Well, I got past that first is white thing.
Yeah.
Is he good or not? Well, semi obviously.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's also because obviously you're essentially kind of different in around a bunch of people that, like, I don't want to say look the same, but, you know, come from the same thing, whatever. And then you've got, obviously, as you said, you're the white guy in it kind of thing. So people are looking at the initial, not a shock factor, because I feel like as a society we've kind of moved past that a bit. Yeah? But it's kind of a vibe of, right, like, who's my man?
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? And then, you're right. Like, is he good?
Yeah, I understand.
And then there becomes like a contributing factor to why, or all these different components that put together why somebody can end up being so big.
Like,
so you can't
like I say, bro,
these
how many, like, you're not gonna get, I don't even want to say this word yet, but you're not gonna get accepted into the game if you're just a half decent white rapper. It's not gonna happen. You know what I mean? And I don't want to say it's
hard. Alex. Because it didn't really happen for Alex still, but
Alex,
he tried to thing.
But he tried to thing it, and he made,
and he did his thing,
and he made the most of his situation, But like, exactly, no disrespect to him, but how much attention did he get? Yeah. Bare, some white kid spitting bars, so everyone clicks on the video. Yeah. But are you gonna watch it all to the end?
Yeah.
Nah, bro, because you get me, because obviously the levels just aren't there, innit? Yeah. So I feel like it's not hard. I don't want to say it's hard, I really don't want to say this, but it's semi-harder for white man to bust you. You know what I mean? So how are you going to blame it?
To cut through, like that initial cut through can be difficult.
It's just the fact of, I don't know, I wouldn't say you get judged more. Yeah. But like, I don't know,
you kind of do a bit, I'm not going to lie.
It's stickier. I personally didn't find it stickier because it all worked for me, innit? Yeah. But like, it's obvious, bro. You can see it, bro. Why isn't no of them white MC in my position, bro? I ain't blue because I'm white, bro. That's so air. So air.
Bro, listen, man. Serious, bro. I'm very happy to see you, you know, getting the shine that you are, man.
Respect,
and just doing what you're doing, bro. And I think that, like, there's so much things to come out of what it is that you're doing, man. Seriously, musically, professionally, with just like other like collaborations and stuff like that. Like, when I say collaboration, I'm talking about clothing, and, you know, brand deals and stuff like that, man. Continue to do what you do, yeah. And also, you know what I mean? I say all of the time, it's like, you being where you come from and doing what you are doing, it doesn't just affect your life positively. It affects the people that are around you as well. It takes them out. It shows them different things and inspires them in certain ways. So, bro, love and guidance to you every time, man. And we'll connect again at some point.
100 safe, bro. Respect. Appreciate it. Love.